Welcome back to another American Truck Simulator. We're here in Utah, exploring the state on a new route, a new adventure. I'm glad you could join us. My name is Bean. Again, so grateful for all of your support that you have showed so far throughout these videos. I'm super excited for this route that we're running today. And as you can tell, we got a new truck. Went and tried out this Kenworth. I think it's an Aerocab 900, I think is what it is. It's the first time I've ever used this model of truck. So we kind of do a fly around here. We can go ahead and take... So yeah, it's just a Kenworth here. We've got a front loader that we're taking from Ogden down to... what is it? Kayenta? I think it's in Arizona, right by Page. It's where we're headed today. It's going to be a little bit of a longer trip, so let's go ahead and jump up in the cab and get this thing fired up. We're currently sitting here in Provo. When we started our last trip in Provo, we were just sitting up and over the nose, facing the other direction. So now we're getting ready to head out of here. So we'll go ahead and get this thing going here and start talking. Having a good day here. It's Tuesday when I'm recording this video. That will come out on a Thursday. So the magic of YouTube allowed me to do that. I have some obligations on Wednesday that I'll be going to, so I had to get this video recorded out for us. Not sure how long this one's going to be, but like I said, we're going down southern Utah from Salt Lake. So one of the reasons I had to get a new truck, it's actually a pretty funny reason. So last video we ended in Logan, and once I ended the video I pulled up what the next trailer was and where I wanted to go, and this front loader was in Ogden. And it expired in about 2 hours, and it was the only thing that was close. There was nothing in Logan that was going to stay in Utah, and this front loader was the only thing that was going to take us anywhere close in the state of Utah. I mean, it just takes us over the Arizona border, right there by Page. And so I was like, I gotta rush. I got 2 hours. I don't know if that's game time, I don't know if that's real time, but I've got to rush down there. So I went and rushed from Logan down Sardine Canyon to Ogden, and I'll actually show this to you because I think it's pretty funny. So let's go up here. Yeah, I went and drove this up here. But you can see I tried to get off the freeway, and I was going to go discover this Kenworth dealership and then go pick the trailer up here at Plasters & Son. I came up here going a pretty high rate of speed and actually rolled the truck off the freeway bridge. So this is a freeway bridge right here. Rolled the truck off of the freeway upside down, damaged the truck 100%, and it was upside down. I didn't know how to reset it, so I had to go buy a new truck, which spawned right here in Salt Lake City, and then I had to rush back up to Plastered & Sons to get the truck. So it was adventurous. I flipped a truck in American Truck Simulator because I was trying to rush to get this trailer for you guys to explore a new part of the state that I have not explored.
Turn left.
What? Engine malfunction? Didn't you think I had damage on this truck? I haven't hit anything. There you go. So I think I would rather see like a scratch and dent, like if you like hit a sign or take a sign out, because that does happen quite a bit. I'd rather see like scratches and dents than like my engine, because I did take out one sign, I guess, in Heber City, coming into Provo. I did take out one sign, I guess. First time I've ever driven a Kenworth in the game, and it's interesting. I don't know if I like it. I like the Volvo. It's probably my favorite truck. Outside the frontliner or Freightliner, over engine cab. Um, but I wanted to try out something new, so this is the Kenworth that we're going to be driving today. It's a little bit more of a beefier truck for us. But how's your day doing? It's been a week since our feast of Thanksgiving. When this video comes out, and still recovering. Um, let's see, what else was I gonna? I was gonna talk about something else. I can't remember. Maybe I will here. Um, oh, I'm gonna be tired this whole trip. Well, you guys will get to experience my character being tired. It's been fun. Like I said, I drove all last. Oh, the yawn in the game made me yawn. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. But I drove from Wendover out to Logan, and now we're down here driving to southern Utah. One thing I absolutely love about Utah, and that I don't feel necessarily you get in any other state. I mean, at least in my opinion, you've got these kind of like mountainous northern part of Utah that gets the snow, gets your four seasons, and then you go down to southern Utah, which has all the red rock and kind of famous for its national parks. I just love the diversity of Utah to be able to experience all of it within about a 4-hour drive from where I live. So I do like that about Utah. I gotta say, I like the fact that they have way stations, but I feel like I get stopped at all of them. And I don't know. I don't necessarily like it. I wish there was a way to turn down the frequency, maybe, of way stations. Or like the need to stop for it. Why am I going over there? We do not need to explore that. We'll just stay on the highway and keep going here.
Let's do this.
Yeah, so this route's from Provo through Spanish Fort Come on, put it in gear here. From Provo to Spanish Fort Canyon, or down here to this area of Utah. This is the way you go to get to Lake Powell, a pretty famous lake in Glen Canyon. Don't know if I'll see much of Lake Powell, but we drive through Spanish Fork and come through here Price as we head down there. So pretty familiar with this drive. It's something that we did growing up quite a bit, down to Lake Powell, and I've done that quite recently, a couple times. So excited to see the scenery. As we make our trip here. I know I'm getting tired. Oh yeah, my truck does have a little bit of damage. We'll have to take care of that so when we get down here. Looks like we're going to be following this tanker in the Walbert truck. So right after Price is this little town called Wellington, um, and there's a really cool truck stop that we always stop at, and it's a really nice truck stop that you can experience. I mean, it's like your normal, typical truck stop. I don't know what there's so special about it, but it kind of marks the halfway point between Salt Lake and Lake Powell for us. So we always stop there and grab some goodies, and on the road we go. And then on the way back, Spanish Fork Canyon's a pretty steep canyon, so we stop and let the cars rest. Most of the time when we go down to Lake Powell, we'll have a pretty old camper that's with us, and so we'll stop and let the camper kind of cool down a little bit before we take the trip up and over Spanish Fork Canyon. So yeah, that's kind of something interesting, random fact. Wanted to talk about something not related to American Truck Simulator today, which is Transport Fever 2, a game that's on my scopes coming out next week on the 11th. Super excited for it. One of my first videos ever recorded was Transport Fever 1, Modesto Valley. I plan on hitting the ground running with that game coming out next Wednesday. Unfortunately, or is it Tuesday? I don't remember. Maybe it's Tuesday. I would hope it's Tuesday. I'll have to double check that. But whatever day it is, I plan on having a live stream where you can come and sit down and we can kind of look at the game. There's a ton of videos on YouTube already from different content creators. But like I was talking in my last video, one of the reasons I'm doing YouTube is to show you a non-professional YouTubing perspective on a game. Plan on doing that with the same thing with Transport Fever 2 as it comes out. So I'm super excited about it. There's some things I'll talk about when the game comes out that I don't know how I feel about, but maybe it's just that I need to explore it. Goes a little nice train right there. Maybe just some features that I need to explore before forming an opinion. But super excited. Like I said, I plan on having, if it's Tuesday, the live stream will be Tuesday. If not, it will be Friday. The 13th is when the first live stream, with a video coming out also on Friday. So just kind of keep an eye out for that. Like I said, super excited. Very big game that will be on the channel. Especially in the first week and a half, I will probably do a lot with it. Let's actually take a look here. So we have a little bit of a truck stop right here. Let's go take a little rest. So you can see we're about a little over halfway there. Moab will probably be halfway point for us, but we're gonna stop before that and take a little nap so this guy doesn't keep yawning in our ears. And I don't get a ticket like that. Oh, these guys don't know how to merge. Oh, really bad merge. I'm gonna be here for a minute. Got this little sissy horn. So to get to Lake Powell, we actually would go the other way on Highway 70 to the next exit, and then take that and turn south and continue to Lake Powell. This is the kind of the way over to Moab, and so one of my wife's uncles lives down in Moab, so we visited him. Actually, really cool story. They live in a rock down in Moab. Pretty interesting family, I'll say that much. They believe the world is flat. Oh, look, there's a little UP train. Very short UP train, but still nonetheless UP train for my brother, my oldest brother. Gotta hurry and get ahead of this tanker here. Come on, dude, let me pass you. So you can tell already that the change of scenery from Price and Ogden, Logan area to this kind of red rock, deserty,
Right,
high desert.
and then exit right.
Jump out here to the outside view and you can hear that.
Right. Get ready to turn left.
You guys will get to take part in a screenshot really fast. Just like that, we got our screenshots. Actually, we'll turn it here. Go right there. Boom. Jump back up in the cab here and we'll get going. Sorry for that little delay. That's the one bad thing about not being able to edit the videos. You gotta experience it all. Talking about future games, any games that you guys are excited about, whether it's on PC or console, any kind of games that you're really looking forward to.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Let's see, where do we go here? We'll go left here. And they got quite a few people who are parked up and taking a nap.
Make a U-turn.
I'm gonna park up next to this thing.
Turn right.
Okay. Of course, it's gonna be raining at night. So we'll go ahead and get going here. Take our parking brake off and finish this in the dark and then the rain.
Never mind. I'll find a new route. Please, make a U-turn when possible. Turn left.
It's a very rare thing to have it rain down in southern Utah, but when it does, it's
Keep right.
quite a good downpour, so I do like these kind of these wipers that this truck has. They're kind of an interesting wiper set. But anyway, yeah, so like I said, super excited for Transport Fever 2. I'm watching some videos. I really like my favorite one so far that I've seen play it is Conflict Nerd is his name. He's probably one of my more favorite YouTubers outside of maybe like Geekism and Mass Bandit. But his commentary I feel like is more genuine and easy to relate to comparative to maybe some of the other ones, but I really like his style of gameplay. You can tell he's doing it for YouTube, but that's like why he plays, but also at the same time he really enjoys the game, and so I really like him. So, but he's got some great videos about Transport Fever 2 if you're interested in checking him out. So yeah, he got early access to it. Looks like we're coming in here to Moab, crossing the Colorado River here. The main river that feeds into Lake Powell and Lake Mead down in near Las Vegas. I think Vernal is the last city we have. Blitzing it through here. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little bit longer of a video. Thank you for sticking along with me as we make our way down here to southern Utah. I'm going to go ahead and go, oh, let through the red. Oh well. Well, that's why I said I think that's one of the appeals that maybe somebody else would have, that's going for more of a realistic aspect of the game, would have stopped there, but no fuss on my side. Let's go ahead and kick this up here and get on our way. So this is another part of the state that I have not seen, whether through YouTube or my own driving. This is all brand new to me. Pretty excited. Went down here 2 years ago. Was probably the last time I was down in Moab area, and that's when we went and we slept in the rock. Interesting experience. Talk about that for a minute. So they literally build these houses into the rock, into this rock formation down here in Moab, and like some of the ceilings in the houses, like you think like a modern house, but it's just like the front side of it. But on the inside, most of the ceiling is an actual like hard rock formation. Is that a hole in a rock? Is that what that is?
Keep right.
Oh. Only one lane going through. Okay, let's focus here. Anyway, so yeah, most of the houses, their ceilings are rock. Kind of a natural heating and air conditioning. For really hot down here, it's usually 110, 115. Maybe not that hot, but 100 to 110 during the summer. And then it will snow during the winter down here in Moab. So kind of a natural kind of heating and air conditioning on each one of them, with them being in the rock. It was very interesting to go and experience that, to sleep and wake up and there's a rock face right above you. Kind of an eerie feeling. I think one thing that I'd love to do is maybe see if I can find a car that I could drive off the workshop and drive around, and maybe some of the places that I have been I can take a picture of, and we'll put them in the video and kind of create a nice video, and maybe have it be one of my first edited videos. So drive into the location in American Truck Sim, show what it looks like in American Truck Sim, and then bring it up in a picture in real life. Oh, Monticello. look around here in Monticello. Go ahead and get over here.
Go straight on.
Bluff. But let me know if you'd be interested in doing something along those lines of kind of exploring Utah with a real vehicle, or with a American Truck Sim vehicle, or and then taking some real pictures of it. Especially around here in Provo, Orem, I'll take some pictures of some of the different experiences around here. Let's see, I'm gonna try to beat this guy. Make him stop. Okay, he hit me for the record. I want that to be known. Yeah, I could have been a little nicer to him, but just kind of enjoying driving here as we getting closer down to our destination here late at night. Again, I do know that this is a little bit longer of a video. I'll try to keep them a little shorter next time. I thought by going to Provo it cut off some of that. Oh, that guy almost got hit. Tried to cut a little bit of that off, but I could have gone a little bit further south to cut that video. But I'll make sure that the videos are a little shorter. But if you are sticking around, I'm glad you are. Oh, yeah, we're getting there. So I've actually been to this area. I guess that's been remodeled, but yeah, I've actually been here before. I went here back when I was playing on keyboard. I remember that, because I remember the like the cutoff under south of Page. There was a roadblock there, so I had to go all the way up and around through Page. I thought that was such a pain. I was like, I hate roadblocks. But we're getting there, folks. This looks like maybe Bluff. This is Bluff. So I know Blanding, Utah's down here, but I've never heard of Bluff, Utah. I'll have to take a look and see where that's at on Google Maps after we get done here. Man, I can't stop yawning. I'm sorry about that, guys. I do know that Monument Valley, yeah, there's the sign for it, is if you were to continue going straight. Um,
Turn left.
if I was actually going that, I would love to go through that. That one of the most famous movies ever shot is Forrest Gump, was where he's like, I'm a little tired. I think I'm gonna go home now. When after he's been running, that's filmed in Monument Valley. So kind of get an idea of what kind of the scenery about where we're at here. Oops, that is not what I wanted to hit. Wow, turning those brights off are very difficult. So, one of the things that I've programmed since I got this new setup on my controller is actual, like, pressing the button down for different things. So, like, brights, I hold my left directional button to turn on the brights, and then the same, if I just click the button, changes, like, the from no lights to driving lights to all the way up to um, the full headlights.
Turn right.
Oh, stop sign here. Go ahead and turn here. Almost there. We can see it on the little mini map down there on the dash. We're getting really close here.
Keep left, and then turn left.
So I don't know why it keeps on turning on my
Turn
hazards. Oh, that's one thing I've noticed about this truck is its turning radius is not the best.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Looks like we made it. I'm not going to do a backup just because of how long the video's gone. Don't want to keep you any longer. I know that's been something that I've at least gotten feedback on that you guys would like to see. But not on this one, maybe on a shorter one. We'll do. So we'll just go ahead and skip it. We'll call it a day and pick up on our next video. So
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
just like that. A little bit more. I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry. So, excellent. We finally completed a mission on time. Got some money for it, some experience. But thank you so much for joining me on another American Truck Simulator video. Can't wait for the next one as we figure out how to get back over to Utah. Anyway, have a great night.